Did you know that the average American household has over $90,000 in debt? Think about that. It's like carrying around a financial anchor every day, holding back your dreams, plans, and even peace of mind. If that sounds familiar, then you're in the right place. Because today, we're building a debt repayment plan that's realistic, powerful, and designed to help you break free faster than you might think possible. Stick around, and let's turn that debt anchor into a stepping stone toward financial freedom. Why planning matters. Debt is often seen as a weight, something that drags you down financially and emotionally. It's common to feel stressed or even hopeless when payments seem unending. The truth is, without a structured approach, debt can indeed feel insurmountable. But a debt repayment plan changes that by giving you a clear roadmap. It's about setting achievable milestones and celebrating small wins that gradually add up. A solid debt repayment plan reduces stress, boosts confidence, and makes debt freedom possible. Here's what we're going to cover today: listing and analyzing your debts, picking the right repayment strategy, creating a budget, exploring ways to increase income, and finally, tracking and adjusting your progress. Every step brings you closer to taking back control. List and analyze your debts in detail. Start by getting a complete picture of your financial situation. List out all your debts, including type of debt, credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, medical bills, etc. Interest rates. Knowing the rate each debt accrues can help prioritize which to tackle first. Minimum monthly payments. This helps you understand the lowest monthly commitment and where to allocate extra funds. Outstanding balance. Total up each debt's balance so you know what you're facing. To make this easier, use a spreadsheet or a debt management app that offers debt tracking features. Some apps even categorize debts by interest rate or balance size, making it easier to analyze at a glance. Visualizing the total debt and breaking it into smaller pieces helps you see it as manageable steps rather than a big, overwhelming number. Choose a repayment strategy: Snowball versus Avalanche. Now that you know what you owe, it's time to pick a repayment method. Both the Snowball and Avalanche methods have pros and cons, and which you choose depends on your personality and financial goals. Snowball method. In this method, you focus on paying off the smallest debt first. Here's the psychology behind it. By knocking out smaller debts first, you'll feel motivated seeing results faster. Each small win gives you momentum, and as you pay off smaller debts, you build confidence. For example, if you have a $200 medical bill and a $2,000 credit card balance, start with the $200 debt. Once that's paid, move on to the next smallest, adding any extra funds to that debt's monthly payment. Avalanche method. This approach focuses on paying off debts with the highest interest rates first. It's more efficient in the long run since you save on interest, but it can be harder to stay motivated because high-interest debts often have larger balances and take longer to pay down. Choose this if you're financially disciplined and willing to hold out for the big wins. For instance, if you have a credit card with a 20% interest rate and a personal loan with a 6% rate, prioritize the credit card to save the most on interest. Tip: choose the Snowball method if you're motivated by small, quick wins, or go with Avalanche if you prefer to save on interest. Build a realistic budget and stick to it. Once you have a strategy, you need a budget that supports your debt repayment plan. Budgeting is the backbone of financial control and can help you set aside enough for debt payments without stretching yourself too thin. Calculate income and essential expenses. Start by listing your income sources and subtracting essential expenses, like rent, groceries, and transportation. What's left is your discretionary income. Determine your debt payment allocation. Once you've covered essentials, set a target amount for debt repayment, aligning it with your chosen debt strategy. If you're using the Snowball method, this might be the amount you'll pay on the smallest debt. If Avalanche, it's for the highest interest debt. Create a buffer. Life can be unpredictable, so consider setting aside a small emergency fund. Even just a few $100s can prevent you from falling back into debt during an emergency. If you can only put a small amount toward debt each month, focus on sticking to this consistently. Over time, even a modest amount can make a big difference. Find ways to increase income for faster repayment. Paying off debt faster often requires extra income. Whether it's a part-time job, freelancing, selling items you no longer need, or using skills you already have to bring in cash, extra income can go a long way. Freelance or part-time work. There are countless platforms for freelance gigs like Upwork, Fiverr, or TaskRabbit. Find something that fits your skills and schedule. Sell unused items. Go through your belongings and consider selling anything you no longer use. Clothes, electronics, and furniture can all be sold on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, or Facebook Marketplace. Passive income options. If you have a blog, ebook, or a course, passive income can add a steady trickle to your monthly cash flow. With each new source of income, try to allocate at least a portion of it towards your debt to accelerate progress. Track and adjust regularly. Debt repayment is a marathon, not a sprint, and regularly tracking your progress can help you stay on course. Every 3 to 6 months, review your plan. Here's how to make it work for you. Review your payment progress. Look at the balance reduction on each debt to see how much you've paid off. Adjust as needed. Life changes, income increases or decreases, expenses shift. If your budget feels too restrictive or too lenient, make adjustments. Celebrate milestones. Set up small rewards for yourself at milestones like every $1,000 paid off. These celebrations can help maintain motivation and make the journey more enjoyable. For example, if you initially chose the Snowball method but feel you could save more on interest, consider switching to the Avalanche method after knocking out a few small debts. Envision the feeling of freedom you'll have once the weight of debt is lifted. Imagine all the ways you'll use the money that's currently tied up in payments. Whether it's saving for a home, taking a dream vacation, or simply enjoying financial peace of mind, keep that vision in mind to stay motivated. Creating a debt repayment plan is a powerful step in regaining control and building a brighter financial future. Stay committed and remember, every small step forward is progress.